I mean, just that whole first quarter right there. What? That was 4 blocks. That just really took up the entire highlight.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the thousands in attendance and for the millions watching at home, DCK Productions proudly brings to you the greatest podcast in the world! The greatest podcast in the world? Suck it. No, you suck it. No, you suck it. No, you suck it. No, you suck it. I appreciate it if you both suck it. Suck it!
Welcome, everybody, to Suck It. I am the great and powerful King of Kings, Prince of all that is awesome. Derek, how the fuck is everybody tonight? I hope everybody's having a great fucking day. Tuesday, we're just about past the hump. So tonight, we got a very special guest for everybody here. Rapper Chef Sean is going to be on with us here momentarily. And then we'll get into some more fun stuff. But just a couple quick announcements. Real quick, for everyone that is watching us live on Facebook, remember, this is the last week of the Facebook stream. It is not the last week of the podcast. I'm clearing that up. I got a couple questions about that today. It's the last week of the Facebook stream. And as of Monday, will be Twitch only. And then again, Friday, with the final Facebook, we have our giveaway for the Manscaped Perfect Package 3.0 available on Twitch only. So for all you guys that are on Facebook, come over to Twitch and enjoy what you're about to witness. So without further ado, I'm actually really looking forward to this interview here. So please welcome to the show, Chef Sean. Hey, bud.
Oh, shit. What up?
You driving?
Yeah, I'm pulling over right now. I was trying to get off the 405, but the traffic was terrible.
It's the 405. What the fuck do you expect?
Hey, I'm not used to it no more because the pandemic had the freeways like pew.
Yeah. No, things are going good on my end.
Now,
That's cool. Take your time. No rush. Be safe. It's California. I don't expect, anything else.
oh, suck it. Suck it easy, huh?
That is one of the themes of this podcast, though. So the whole idea behind the podcast show name was I suffer from bipolar disorder and depression and anxiety. And for the longest time, is me being a man, everyone's always said, well, suck it up. It's a woman's disease. You can't be depressed. You're not a woman. And I heard that for many, 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 many years. So the whole idea behind suck it is, if you tell me to suck it up, I'm going to tell you to suck it.
I like it. That's
yeah.
What's up.
Yep. Absolutely.
I told a few females in my time to suck
it. Haven't we all?
In a good way, not in a bad way.
Of course, yeah. Of course.
Yeah.
So how's life treating you right now? You know, this shit is crazy, but how's life treating you right now?
I'm blessed, man. I can't really complain. I would like to be on the road doing a few more shows. I know that. But other than that, man, it's doing well. It's doing real well. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm pulled over now.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I know you just released your new single, No Name.
Yeah.
So how's that going? How's that going for you? Because the music video came out and everything. How's everything going for that?
Man, the video it's a little bit over 1 million right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the streams are doing pretty good, but it's got me in my bag, so I'm ready to drop a new one. So I got a release date for my new single. It's on the 24th of July. It was supposed to be for the 4th, but for some different issues, I had to push it back a little bit. But
Gotcha.
Man, it's gonna be a banger. It's called Feelings, and I'm real excited about this one.
Why are you excited about this one?
I guess the timing, and it's one of my favorite songs. I always end up putting out the smarter choice as far as songs, opposed to me putting out my favorite song. So yeah, this time I'm putting out my favorite song, and it's a lot of, it's about staying out of my feelings, but a lot of feelings come out in the song too. So, I want my fans to, indulge.
Oh, absolutely. I wholeheartedly agree with you on that. So you're not releasing an album, you're just releasing singles, right?
I have an album that I'm dropping shortly after the single. So yeah, the album is called Levels.
Okay.
So yeah, it'll be about maybe like between 14 and 16 tracks, and Feelings is the lead single off the album.
Gotcha. Okay. Now, in this day and age, with everything that's kind of going on, and with the state of music as it is, do you think releasing full length albums are still relevant?
Yeah, man, because you got to give your listeners something to ride to. I like albums. Sometimes it's not too cool to listen to an album because it's only like 3 or 4 songs you want to listen to. But I'm pretty I got some strong feelings about this album, man. So it's one of those you can just ride to.
I gotcha. When was the last time you were able to buy an album, and listen to it cover to cover and say, "Damn, this is a great album"?
I bought Roddy Ricch's album. I listened to it, and I thought it was a good album.
Yeah, cover to cover,
yeah.
all the songs.
Not cover to cover, but
See, that's what I'm asking. So
okay, so cover to cover, probably Blueprint, Jay-Z.
Okay, that one I can understand. Yeah.
Yeah, I listened to that one cover to cover. I know it was a while ago, but I mean, I can't see me. I didn't skip any songs on that. So I know it's another one. If I think about it, The Chronic was dope.
Of course. I mean, even coming from a metalhead, I mean, like I am, Chronic was dope. I mean, I'll rock that out any day of the week.
Yeah, and then I don't know. I'm a fan. I like the Thriller album and the Off the Wall album, but I can listen to it cover to cover, but I'm not reaching for those albums like right away, right now. I need to listen. But you understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely,
those were some you can listen straight through. But yeah, as far as I'm mad you asked me because I'm not too prepared. But off the top of my head, Blueprint.
Okay. Hey, I like to ask questions that you weren't prepared for. That's my style.
Yeah, no, that's a good question. But I was just thinking that if I would have had time to think about every album, I probably would have came up with something different. But I think that's the strongest one.
That, yeah, I'll give you that. I mean, that's definitely a good album. Yeah, I mean, I mean, I would say about 60 to 70% of everything that Jay-Z puts out, is a hit. And but that album was definitely a cover to cover one. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
So, one of the things I like about you, as I was researching you and getting ready for this interview, was the fact that you take chances with rap, and you incorporate rock, you incorporate pop, you incorporate jazz. You love all genres of music and incorporate it into your music. What?
Yeah,
So what? I'm going to ask you this question first. So, with that being said, what inspired you to make music like that? Who are your inspirations from the genres that you pull from?
I would say the Beastie Boys was dope. When I think about like the rock I did with Chef Sean and Blaze, I did like trap rock. It was like trap music infused with the rock and roll. And I'm a fan of the guitar. I love that metal guitar. I love the bass guitar. So I love music. So I just I tried to make it work. We did I guess what kicked that whole group off was I did this movie. It was called Teeth and Blood. And on Teeth and Blood, it was a vampire movie. And they gave me, I was one of the actors in it, but they were like, hey, why don't you do like the signature song for the movie? And I was thinking like it doesn't, like, because of the movie, I was like, it doesn't need a straight hip hop song or like I heard some rock. So I got with this one producer, and he had this heavy rock sound, but it still had the 808 drums, like the hip hop drums. And I was like, hey, I think I found it. And that was really the inspiration. It was trying to just come up with something different for the work that I just did, and it started a whole group. So I brought in this rock band to do the video for the movie, and they were just like playing along. They weren't actually playing, but after we shot the video, they hooked their shit up, and they actually could play the song like off top. I was like, oh, y'all got it that fast, huh? They like, yeah, we could do it. So we started making music, man, and we made some nice joints.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So who are some of your favorite artists right now?
Well, I like Lil Baby. Lil Baby has he got a smasher right now that I really like. Drake's a good artist. I like his music. Lil Durk. I mess with Durk. It's this guy. He Rodney Jones Jr. He does a lot of gospel, but he plays the bass. He pretty much plays every instrument except like a saxophone and the trumpet. So he's pretty talented. I like listening to him. But right now probably Lil Baby is my favorite artist. Right now he's killing right now. He got some shit.
I've never heard of him, so I have no idea. So I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, check him out, Lil Baby. Yeah, he got a song right now, man. It's real dope.
What's the name of the song?
Dope. Let me tell you. I'll tell you right now. It is called The Bigger Picture.
Okay. Yeah, I'll check that out after the show.
Yeah, it's called The Bigger Picture, and it's dope. But I listen to music, and what what really makes me really listen and zone in is music that pushes the culture forward. You know, not music that's still sounding the same. And you know, when I listen to that, it makes me want to go harder and make more music, make new music, you know, stuff like that.
Absolutely.
Now,
So,
now,
go ahead.
oh, my bad. I was gonna say now there's a up and coming artist that no one knows about. You know that I'm a big fan of. His name is OK Deezy. You know, but he's low on the polls, but he's a monster when it comes to music. So he's just trying to build up his name and get some credibility. So you know, hopefully this will help.
I actually saw him on your Instagram page.
Yeah, man, he's hard.
Now, one of the things that I wanted to ask you about, because I couldn't find the answer, I was watching an episode of Ask a Rap Dude, and they were asking about you doing a collab with your kids. Who are your kids, and what do they do?
OK Deezy is my son.
That's what I thought. Okay, that's why I'm bringing that up. Okay.
Yeah, that's my son. And then
okay.
my other son, he's a rap battle. He's in the rap battle. So he just won his first 2 rap battles, and he's kind of killing right now. But he's only 2 battles in, so you know you'll start hearing about him. His name's K Venom.
Very nice. Very, very nice. What was I going to ask you? I lost my train of thought. I don't remember what I was going to ask you now. You know, with what you were just saying about how you like all types of music, and you know, you like to incorporate that kind of stuff into your, you know, into your music. With the state of affairs today, with the Black Lives Matter movement and all the crazy shit that's been going on, you know, for a while. I mean, you know, right now, this past month is not the only thing that's been going on. This has been going on for fucking years. And it's finally starting to make a change, which I'm so fucking happy about. But one thing that I've always loved about, you know, music in general is that it brings everybody together. And, you know, I love it when I go to a festival and I see all walks of life. You know, doesn't matter what race, creed, you know, religion, doesn't matter. They're at this show. And then for me to, you know, research a new band that just came out and be like, holy shit, these guys are freaking amazing. And then to watch their music video and see a black guy, a Puerto Rican, and, you know, all these guys doing metal together. You know, I find that awesome. And, you know, there's a lot of crossover with a lot of white guys coming up and, you know, other guys coming up in the rap business. How are you feeling about the integration of the cultures between all genres of music? I mean, Hootie and the Blowfish are now making country music. So, I mean, you never know. I mean, what exactly are your feelings on that?
Hey, man, we all God's kids, man. We all brothers and sisters under a bigger light. So, you know, the whole segregation and, you know, I mean, I understand there has to be a genre to organize music, but shit, man, it's music, man. You know, let's love, let's move on, let's grow all together. I don't see any reason why, you know, collabs can't happen within all types of music, you know. And who knows what can happen? You know, you fuck around and go diamond.
Exactly.
You know, like what's his name, Lil Nas X, and what the other bull. Damn, I always forget his name. You know who I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The Old Town Road. You know.
Yep. Yeah, that one. That song is annoying as hell, but yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, I thought so too. But where they go 2 times diamond? Like,
dude, that thing it was catchy as hell. Just by you saying that word, now it's stuck in the back of my head, and I got freaking you know, Billy Ray Cyrus going on in my head now.
Billy Ray.
Yeah. So the reason why I asked that is because the other day, I can't remember which day it was, I was flipping through my Facebook feed, and Sirius XM Octane, the metal channel on there, was doing an interview with a new band out of England. They're called Fire from the Gods. And the lead singer and one of the guitarists, or excuse me, yeah, the lead singer and one of the guitarists is black. And they were opening up for some major act, and they were doing, this is all before COVID hit. And, they were inside, the venue, blowing it up, doing everything great. And then afterwards, there's a little bar attached to the venue. Him and the drummer, the lead singer and the drummer, went next door, again, attached to the venue. You could see everything that was going on. The bartender knew that they were a part of the band, but homeboy said he can go to the bathroom, but you can't. And to know that, even celebrities, are feeling that pain, feeling that pressure is unreal to me.
Yeah, it's bullshit. And it exists. I mean, in a lot of different ways, and it's crazy, but
it is.
And I heard you say that, you finally starting to see some change. And yeah, you're right. Like, they taking statues down. They're doing, like, names are coming down. Like, it's a lot of change that's happened compared to the change I've seen in my lifetime. So I'm happy about that. But, don't spoon feed us either, man. Like, go arrest the cops that killed Breonna Taylor. It's little things that we want right now. Like, shit. We want the cops held accountable for, like, I want the cops held accountable for pushing all the, that beating up peaceful protesters. I just want these cops to be held accountable for their actions, because they're trying to play the role of God or something. Like, like, what are you doing out here? You just want to fuck people up and hurt people, or are you supposed to serve and protect? Like, what are you supposed to do? What's your job title?
Do you feel it's the work of a few bad eggs, or do you feel the police stations are just that corrupt? Or my final one is, do you feel that the government is just that corrupt, telling them to do that shit and they're doing it against their will?
Well, it's different than that. Like, the government has set up a structure to make the few bad eggs feel comfortable to do what they do, and there hasn't been any repercussions. We could go back to Rodney King. They beat the shit out of him, and they all got off. And then it was a riot. Like, how could they get off? And it's filmed, and that's illegal. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So I mean, it's a lot that has been going on and that's still going on. So I don't want to be spoon-fed. Take some action. Do what you're supposed to do. If first thing I want done right now is go get the people, go get them guys, lock them up for killing Breonna Taylor. Elijah, a young kid, is a violinist. A very peaceful young man. They killed him in the street like this. And I mean, a young kid, man. You know what I'm saying? One, they didn't need all those police to do whatever they had to do. Then they punching, they hitting them with stuff. Like, it was a lot going on in that video that, like, boiled my blood, man. So like, those guys have to be held accountable for a lot of stuff before I feel like some real change is going to happen.
Oh yeah, I wholeheartedly agree with you. But the thing about it is, and I don't want to take, the spotlight away from what matters, but just to kind of, exaggerate your point. Did you go? Where'd you go?
I'm sorry.
There you go. No, you're good. Okay. Just to exaggerate your point a little bit, when I'm watching some of these videos and some of the, can you hear me? Sean.
I lost you on the sound. Hold on. All right.
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh, man. I don't know why my sound is gone.
There you are.
All right. What about now?
All right, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Yo, I can hear you.
You can hear me? I can't hear you. I don't know what just happened to my sound.
I don't know.
Okay, camera, I might. Audio.
Can you hear me now? Hey, guys on the live stream in StreamYard or Facebook, can you guys make sure that my mic is
There we go.
co-working?
I hear you.
Oh, there we go. Cool. All right,
I
cool,
hear
cool,
you.
cool, cool. All right.
All right.
So back to what I was saying. So to exaggerate your point a little bit, when I'm watching some of these videos and I'm watching you know, some of these the crap that's been posted online, you know, these cops are going even further than they ever have before. I mean, I saw elderly white guys being abused by the cops. I've
Yeah.
seen, you know, little girls, you know, of all ages being terrorized by the cops. But
Yeah, that's
you know,
what I meant.
yeah, I mean, it's insane. It's so, but the cool part about it is for them to even be there at all, supporting you guys and this right, you know, is something I've never seen before. Not even during the Rodney King stuff did we have this uprising of all races saying, "Hey, we need to make a change."
Yeah, yeah, and that's overwhelming. And it's good to see, you know. But I don't want it to, you know, I don't want. I just don't want it all to end in vain. You know, like I want good to come from it. You
Yeah,
know, that's all. I want some real change to happen. So you know, God bless all those people that have risen and you know on the side of humanity. You know, God bless a lot of different people. You know,
yeah,
Sean King. It's a lot of people out there that's putting their life and sacrificing a lot for you know the movement. So you know, I want to thank all of them, but I do want to see some actual, you know, change from it. I want to see some uplifting. And then
yeah,
I'm tired of seeing like hateful, you know, racist and like just hateful people with a badge. You know,
yeah,
like they're the last ones that should have a badge. You know.
yeah. I agree with you, Holt. I agree with you 100%. And you know what's even pissing me off even more is that you know whether it was you know Pelosi taking down the Confederate generals and stuff like that out of Congress, or you know Mississippi. You there? You there?
Man, my bad. My phone keep ringing.
You're a popular person.
And the mic ain't working again. Every time my phone ring, I hit end and end to cut them off. It's crazy. Now I can't hear you again. Hold on, let me fix it.
No problem. No problem.
All right.
Can you hear me now? Yo,
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Or maybe it'll cut on in a minute. My bad, man. I can't. Next time I'm gonna put my phone on. I can't put it on airplane mode. Do not disturb.
Just
That's what
do
I'm gonna
not
put.
disturb. Can you hear me now, though? I feel like the Verizon guy.
Yeah, I can't hear you. I tried to fix it too. Hold on, Mike. Okay.
Yo.
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, Man, that's BS. My bad, man.
Log out and then log back in.
I just see your finger moving and shit.
Sorry, guys.
Okay.
All right, so I had him log off and log back in. Sorry about that, guys. It happens. Live TV. Oh. My ticker on. I forgot my ticker. All right, so we'll get back to Chef Sean here in a moment. So while we're waiting on him, let's go ahead and take a quick. Oh, wait, he's coming back.
There we go.
All right, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Cool.
That's,
All right.
Yeah, that's BS.
All right. So anyway, back to what I was saying.
Yeah.
You're gonna make me do a lot of editing tonight.
My bad, man.
No, you're good. I'm just messing with you. No, so what really gets me is, yeah, the Confederate generals' pictures and the statues coming down, and then on top of that, Mississippi taking the Confederate flag out of their flag. That's all steps in the right direction. But policy and change are different than just taking stuff down. But what's really irritating the crap out of me with all that is every time they do something like that, all these people get up in arms over the fact that we're erasing history. I mean,
they're not erasing history because that one. All right, well, I guess you were erasing it, but what about the history they erased? And they've been telling lies all this time. You know what I'm saying? So, really, I feel like the truth is getting out.
Yeah.
And then you want to erase history, like, look at the Me Too movement. Let's just use, for example, how they crucifying a lot of people for a few things that they did. And I'm not taking away from it. I'm not fuck a rapist and all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not condoning any of those actions. But what I'm saying is that they're getting crucified for things they did 20 years ago. Certain like gropings, touching, any kind of thing. Like, these people murdered and massacred and like took land and stole for their whole life and had a statue put up about them. So I mean,
yeah.
You really want to think about how they treated their women back then too. Like, I'm pretty sure it wasn't too decent.
No, it wasn't. What I find funny about it all is the fact that. Can you hear me now? Hold on, you were kind of breaking up. All right. You're good. What's funny about it all is, the real Confederacy and that Confederate flag really only lasted 4 years. Mm-hmm. So if they want to talk about historical fact and historical length of time and impact on society, if we're going strictly based off of length of time, then gay marriage is more significant in this country than the Confederacy. Friends is more significantly impacted on history than the Confederacy. Family Guy has more of an impact on society than the Confederacy. But yet, they want to bitch about that. But yet they don't take into account the fact that it was only around for 4 years and it was bred on hate. And but yet they want to bitch about it now, however many years later, and they're still, up in arms about it. And all they're doing is making it more difficult to get on the right side of the fence. And that's irritating as shit, that in this day and time that we still have people out there that are trolling, because that's all they are. They're freaking trolls, that are out there trying to diminish what the country, not we, the country is trying to change.
And what the country deserves. I mean, it's what we deserve. If you think about it, like, it's supposed to be the United States of America. Freedom of speech. It's,
Yeah.
it's the certain things that we all want is what's supposed to be given. It's what's supposed to be our American right. So it's like, hey man, let's act on what these policies say. And then there's clauses to all of it. So I'm not gonna get all into it, but there's a clause to like the 13th Amendment. It's different things going on. So right now I feel like a restructure needs to happen, and like it needs to be a humanity bill, because like aren't we all human? Because I know we all have like our, you know, it's like a person, it's a personality, people's character, you know. Everybody, just because you're a certain race doesn't make you a good person or a bad person. Your character and your personality and how you treat people is what makes you a good person. So like the whole color stigma and race and religion, all that like needs to get out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? You treat people how you want to be treated. Now,
Exactly.
Period.
Yeah, I mean, one of the whenever I get into an argument with a troll or someone who's saying all lives matter or blue lives matter or whatever the case might be, and want to be racist as shit about the whole situation, my favorite comeback is, you do realize that we were all black at one time and came out of Africa together, right? Your ancestors were black Cro-Magnon man or cavemen that migrated out of Africa, and then their skin tone changed. We were all fucking black at one time, and they're like, no.
Yeah, they probably get mad as shit at you after.
They do. I'm like, come on, man, it's in your DNA. Trust me. If you do a DNA test, everybody has like 1% African in them, and nobody can figure out why. But like, duh, the science is right there in front of you. We all came from there.
Right.
So it's just hilarious. I love messing with trolls so much.
You get a kick out of it, huh?
Oh my God. I'm a stand-up comedian as well. So I mean, messing with trolls or messing with, hecklers or whatever the case might be, that's my jam.
So where can I see you at the comedy club?
Well, I'm actually in the works. Hopefully everything starts opening back up, but I'm actually working on some dates out in LA to go work at the Laugh Factory and the Comedy Store.
All right, let me know, because I don't know if you're familiar with a real good friend of mine named Sarah Mello.
Okay. No.
Sarah Mello, she does a few comedy nights, at the Comedy Store and Laugh Factory. And
yeah.
She also has another venue that she does with in Santa Monica, but she's heavy in the game. Her and Neil Brennan been doing this night on Sunday for the last like 3-4 years, I think. But I definitely hook you up with her, man.
Yeah, that would be great, man, because to be totally honest with you, Neil Brennan is one of my idols.
Yeah, I gave Neil, I gave it to her, and we gave Neil a dog about six years ago. And he still has this dog. It's like his best friend. So
yeah, his comedy school, his comedy special that came out last year, 3 Mics, is one of my favorites of all time. I mean, it's up there with like Eddie Murphy and from the 80s. I mean, it's just one of the greatest things I've ever seen. Yeah, I look up to that guy. To deal with all the stuff that he went through with Chappelle, and then be on SNL and do all this other stuff that he went through to come out on top where he's at right now. Dude, I will bow in that guy's presence. That guy is just amazing.
Well, man, if things are open and you out here on a Sunday, I'll bring you to one of the joints that they do. Okay?
Hell yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, he's a cool dude, man.
Yeah, that would be an awesome time. So assuming things start opening, do you have any plans for the fall or winter, as far as anything on the books, as far as your tour being postponed and reopening again, or what's going on with that?
Really, I'm just going with it as it comes, man. We're planning on everything to be open. So I got a few radio interviews in New York, a few radio interviews in Atlanta that I'm supposed to make happen. But the main thing is doing this video for feelings, putting it out, and pushing feelings to the top, to the top, to the top.
Yeah, I wholeheartedly agree with you on that. I mean, one of my and I've quoted this a couple of times on the show, and my listeners are probably gonna get pissed off by now about it. One of my favorite artists was a band called Falling in Reverse, and the lead singer Ronnie Radke came out about a month or so ago and said that they're no longer doing albums; they're only going to put out singles, and they're going to kind of tease you all year long with maybe 5 or 6 singles all year long. Therefore, just when you're starting to forget about them, boom, they're going to pop up another single, and just when you're starting to think about, forget about them, boom, they're popping out another single. So keeping though, you just released, Nobody, and now you're going to release Feelings here soon. That's the way to go. I mean, there's no way 2 ways around it. So keeping yourself relevant as far as that goes, and you're very active on social media, so your friends and family and fans are not going to forget you anytime soon. I can tell you that much.
Yeah, I hope not. But I'm still trying to spread out, man. I need the more fans, the more the merrier.
Well, you got a fan in me now.
I appreciate it.
Hey, no problem. So say for instance, everything does not reopen, and the only thing you got going for you is your album. Would you think about doing like a pay-per-view concert online, or on through like through DirecTV or AT&T or whatever?
Yeah, I was thinking about it. I got a connection with Hulu, and I was thinking about actually doing it through Hulu. But now I've signed with Wave, and I don't know if you're familiar with Wave, but Wave is like it's like an OnlyFans, but only for artists and like entertainers and basketball. No hookers and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? OnlyFans can kind of go a little far on it, but right now they're thinking about doing a documentary. Well, we're in the works of doing a documentary, and then after that a movie. But an online concert might be the move, and we might do it. And you heard it from me. We might do it at a drive-in movie theater.
That'd be cool as shit. That'd be different.
We do a drive-in concert.
That'd be cool, because that would allow for social distancing and everything like that too.
Yeah.
That I didn't think about that. That could actually work a lot better than, yeah.
Hey, put it out there.
Well, 10,000 people are going to hear that one, so I'm sure someone else is going to take that idea and run with it too.
Yeah, they probably do, but at least I got it on record. They heard it from the chef. I done had a few of my ideas taken before, but it's all about the resources and the finances to kind of make it happen. So.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So I just have one final question for you, and it's the dumbest one of the evening.
What's that?
Where did Chef Sean come from?
Everybody thinks like, hey, you're a chef, you cook. I always tell them, yeah, I cook crack. But I actually mean it in that sense. I call my music dope. And I got good dope. And Good Dope Music is my label that I'm gonna launch with my up and coming artists and things like that. But Good Dope Music, I'm Chef Sean. I cook crack, and the crack is my music. But where did I get it? I was in the studio, and I named my studio. I had my own studio. I named it The Kitchen. And one of my first clients, he pretty much was, he named your studio The Kitchen, but shit, you the chef then. Shit, Chef Sean. And it stuck, and it didn't go nowhere. Everybody started calling me chef. So, as things escalated, it started taking more of a meaning, having more of a meaning, because, my life went up and down. I took some chances and made some money, and went through life, and here I am now. So sure. But yeah, that's exactly where it comes from, the studio. I named it the kitchen.
That's interesting. That's pretty fucking cool where that came from. That's pretty. That's dope. Damn. I like that. The things come together sometimes. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. But it's kind of cliche because I can't cook. Like, I can cook my ass off. So when I make a meal and they're okay, chef. I see why they call you chef. I'd be like, that's not why, but
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, dude, Chef, I appreciate you coming on the show tonight. Thanks for taking time out of your day. I know you were driving on the 405, enjoying that nice LA sun. But I definitely appreciate your time, man. And dude, you're such a fucking cool cat, man. I really do appreciate you. And I'll definitely DM you my number so we can keep in touch.
Yeah, definitely. And then I'm gonna connect. You DM me, I'm gonna connect you straight to Sarah Mello.
That'd be awesome.
Look her up on Instagram too. It's called Mello Comedic.
Okay, I'll definitely will look that up.
Yep.
But dude, I appreciate you. That's one of the great things about doing this podcast is making connections and making new friends. And every time I meet somebody new, it's always about just the love of the business. And it's not music or acting or whatever. It's the entertainment business. We're all in the entertainment business, and
yep.
and we all need to watch each other's back sometimes. And I appreciate that. So thank you very much for that.
Man, love. Hey, make sure you DM me, man. I'll connect that right away. And appreciate you for having me on the show, man.
Hey, no problem, man.
And I guess this is the one time I can tell the viewers to suck it.
Absolutely. They expect it. If you don't say it, then they kind of go, what?
Yeah, this is the Suck It podcast. They got to suck it.
Exactly. All right, man. Well, I appreciate you very, very much, dude. You're an awesome fucking cat, and you keep doing what you're doing. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, bro. Thanks. Love.
Thanks, man. Love you too. Man, what a fucking cool ass guy. Holy shit. Man. Good fucking cat. All right. So on that note, let's go ahead and take a quick commercial break. Guys, I'm here to tell you all about the brand new revolutionary product from Manscaping today, the Lawnmower 3.0, a product that will not nick your sack and make sure that your manhood stays protected the entire time you are shaving. So do yourself a favor and go to manscaped.com and use promo code ShutUpCameron for 20% off the Perfect Package 3.0, which not only includes the Lawnmower 3.0, but it also includes Ball Toner, which helps prevent ingrown hairs. You get Ball Deodorant, which helps prevent chafing and man stank. You also get this awesome, sleek, stylish leather carrying case, all for $99.99. And when you use that promo code, you get 20% off. Also, just released the Weed Whacker, the perfect nose and ear hair trimmer. So again, go to manscaped.com, use promo code ShutUpCameron for 20% off. Trust me, your balls will thank you. Guys, ever wonder how I get this manly beard looking so good? It's all because of Viking Revolution. And at Viking Revolution, not only can you get some great beard balms, but you can also get some great beard oils, as well as some awesome quick shower pads, which helps prevent you stanking up after the gym. Also, these great wet wipes, which help prevent, stanky after going doo-doo. And also some pomades and some other great products, all at Viking Revolution. So do yourself a favor, go to dcproductions.com/sponsors, click on the banner, and get yourself some of these great products. Viking Revolution. Join the revolution. All right, and we're back. Again, cool fucking cat, Chef Sean is, man. So go and check him out on Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you guys get your music. That guy's fucking badass. And a lot of these people talk a good game as far as, oh yeah, like I love this type of music, or I love this type of music, or oh yeah, I incorporate this into my music, or whatever the case might be. And then you go back and listen to it, you're like, where's the incorporation? And listening to the few songs I listened to of his, you can definitely hear the rock influence, you can definitely hear the jazz influence, you can definitely hear all the different influences that he uses, and it's quite fucking cool. So my hat's off to him as far as that goes. All right. So on to some deep shit. Okay. Right now we're in the midst of, Black Lives Matter. Last day of Pride Month, and now hashtag speak up or speak out, or me too, whatever you want to call it, is back in full swing as well. Um, and I just want to go ahead and bring something to your attention. Yeah, we can go online and we can see people talking about, me too. Oh, he did this or he did that, after the fact, but there are still women out there in that situation, whether it's a husband, boyfriend, boss, whatever the case might be. They're still in that situation and they cannot speak up, or speak out, or yell me too. They're just not given that opportunity because they're afraid. I was chit-chatting with a friend of mine today, and she's in that situation as well. And it took me a while to convince her to get out. It is a sick and sad situation when, a guy or even a woman, it happens both ways, will sit there and demean, demoralize, abuse their spouse, girlfriend, coworker, whatever you want to call it, whatever the situation might be. And then them not be able to say it because they still have to see you every day. Now is the time to get out. And, in some circumstances, it's got to be drastic. In her situation, she was like, well, I'm just going to kick him out and hope he leaves. Is that really what's going to happen? No, because now he knows where you're at and can still come after you and find you. I can't remember the story, or I can't remember all the graphic details. And I can't remember her name either. But I heard about this last spring. Yeah, last spring. I heard about this. So basically what had happened was there was this woman, and she was in an abusive relationship, and he eventually found her way out and then moved to Texas, I believe, to get away from him. I believe she was in North or South Carolina. And then she went from Texas to Florida, stayed there for a little bit, and then went to Florida to Europe. I'm not sure exactly where in Europe, just to kind of clear her head and make sure that she was away from this guy and whatever the case might be. And she eventually came back. Well, this guy must have had, sleuthing abilities beyond anything else. And he was able to track her down to the minute of when she was going to arrive, what her flight number was, and everything like that. Picked her up at the airport. He convinced her to get in the car with him just to talk, and he killed her. It was a very, very sad and eye-opening situation. My stepsister was in that situation for a while. It looked like she got it out. And now I'm dealing with, I've dealt with it before with other coworkers and friends. And now I'm dealing with it again, because she reached out to me because, she knew that she could talk to me about it. And she knew I would help her with it. But it's bullshit. I was abused in my marriage, my previous marriage, mentally and physically, and it's nothing I take lightly. If you are in that situation, get the fuck out. Whatever it takes, do something drastic. Sometimes we have to. Sometimes we just need to take a stand and push our way through the barrier of this person that's bringing us down, that's really kind of tormenting us, to the point where, she said to me this morning that she is so scared of getting away that the only way that she thinks she can get out is by committing suicide. Think about that for a second. She thinks, or thought at the time, luckily, but she thought at the time that her only way to escape this man was by killing herself. That was a hard, situation to grasp. I mean, unreal. Men, women, doesn't matter what you are. It happens to all of us. It really does. Take, take the time and really, find a way to get out. Again, let me look something up here. All right. So if you are in a situation to whether it's domestic violence or whatever the case might be, please, if you don't have anybody to talk to, or you don't have anybody that you can trust, pick up the phone and dial 1-800-799-7233. Again, that number is 1-800-799-7233. And that is the National Domestic Violence Hotline. We've got to not only take a stand for the injustices of this world against, our Black brothers and sisters, but our brothers and sisters, period, that are stuck in situations where, again, they would rather die than figure a way out. I can't even put into words. When I was in that situation, I knew I had to do something drastic. I knew I had to take a moment and kind of say, hey, I got to make a change. And when I did that, as you guys have heard before, obviously our marriage meant fucking little to nothing to this fucking woman, where she took off her wedding band and threw in a fucking poopy diaper. Changing our daughter, she threw her fucking wedding ring into a fucking diaper and threw it in the fucking diaper genie and never thought about it again. These people in our lives that bring us down do us no good. None at all. However, the moment they're out of our lives and the moment you can get away and finally have a chance to become one with yourself again, they make you stronger. They do. They honestly, truly do. So the only way to do this is to speak up. There's got to be someone that you can call. If not, again, pick up the phone, dial 1-800-799-7233, the National Domestic Violence Hotline. Yeah. I want to end on a joke, but I don't have one. I have lots of jokes, of course I do, but I feel like this is not the time for a joke. Yeah, I want to end it lighthearted. You know how I do. You know, I don't like it ending it on a serious note and kind of making you go, oh, well, thanks for bringing out my fucking day. I don't want to do that. I want to, brighten the mood and brighten it up and keep you going. Keep you going, smiling. Keep you, helping you. So I'm going to go ahead and leave you with this for the night. Just because no one else can heal or do your inner work for you doesn't mean you can, should, or need to do it alone. Let me read that back to you again. Just because no one else can heal or do your inner work for you doesn't mean you can, should, or need to do it alone. Powerful, powerful words. Guys, I want to say thank you very much for listening. Tomorrow we've got rapper John Doe on the air. And then Thursday and Friday, again, we have that doubleheader from the movie Mighty Oak. We've got actress Gianna Harris on Thursday, and then the guy playing her father on Friday, Rodney Hicks, will be on the show. And then Friday in the Twitch chat only. Again, you cannot be on Facebook to win. So podcast listeners, if you're listening to this, take some time out of your day on Friday night. You ain't going anywhere anyway. There's nowhere to go. Pull up the podcast on Twitch, twitch.tv/DCK Productions, or just go to our Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, Talking Podcast. It'll come up there. And then you go ahead and just click the link and go to it. And you have your opportunity to win a Manscaped Lawnmower 3.0, ball toner, ball deodorant, and a sleek, stylish leather carrying case. Excuse me. A $99 value, yours free, just for participating in the chat on Friday. Perfect Package 3.0. Same one that we advertise. That's what I'm giving away for free on Friday. So again, guys, thank you very much for taking time out of your day to give me a little bit of your ear. I hope, the words and things that Chef Sean and I talked about have an impact on you. And I hope that, the story of, the two people I've told you about today help you kind of say, yeah, enough is enough. Don't become a statistic. And make sure that you are here tomorrow. Domestic violence and domestic abuse, mental or physical, all play a role in mental health. And that's one of the themes of the show is mental health. Now is the time to, again, act, take action. Be drastic. Do not settle for anything less than perfection as far as getting us out of here. Get yourself out of there. Don't think a little thing is going to work, because it's not. Again, I love each and every one of you guys. Thank you very, very, very much. We will see you back tomorrow. Same Twitch time, same Twitch channel. And for podcast listeners, you will get this soon. Again, last reminder, Facebook, if you're watching this After this week, no more Facebook live feed, Twitch exclusive only, and podcast exclusive only. I know there's a lot of listeners that don't want to watch it live, which is fine. That's what the podcast is for. And for those of you who do want to watch it live, that's what Twitch is for. And after Friday, no more Facebook. The giveaway is to kind of, help users come over from Facebook and say, oh, Twitch is kind of cool, and get a cool user experience and have an opportunity to win, Perfect Package 3.0. But until then, I, again, appreciate it and love everybody. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great rest of your night. Peace.